You're listening to In the Room Podcasts with Rima and Rachel.
Hey everyone, you are here in the room and I am Rachel.
Now, I'm Rima. How are you?
We are so excited to be here today and can't wait to get started. Rima, what's going on?
Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. No, I mean, I do. I know what day it is. Don't worry, I'm not losing my brain. But can I just say something before we decide to talk about anything else? Or
Okay.
maybe we'll talk about this. Who knows? So, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of a little frustrated at the way life has progressed through the years. Okay, so why I'm saying that is for those of you that are watching instead of listening to us, I have no makeup on, which is not an issue for me. It's seriously not an issue. I go on all of my Instagram videos mostly without makeup on. I have started to be, I was never really a big makeup person anyway, but
Right.
I have started to really just enjoy my face.
Okay. I enjoy your face.
No, I know that sounds weird.
We know. We
No.
have clips of you talking
Okay.
about how much you enjoy your face. So
I
this
enjoy
is not
looking at
coming as a
myself
surprise.
talking, but
Not
that's a
right.
different thing. That's
Okay,
different.
okay. All right.
But I think what I'm getting a little frustrated with is that, men don't, now forget about what's happening nowadays, because then we're going to go down a whole rabbit hole, and I don't want to go down the rabbit hole today. But
Okay.
yes, men do wear eyeliner now and things happen and nail polish and stuff, but I don't really
Right.
care. We're
Right.
not talking about men. We're talking
No.
about me. So women. And so I just, I don't know if I should blame Cleopatra or before that, but I kind of feel like it really stinks that makeup is fun and makeup is cute and makeup makes us look different than we are. Or other people might say it accentuates or whatever. And I get it. But I think that after years and years and years of wearing makeup, and now I'm at a place where I don't want to wear it as much. I will wear it, and I feel good when I wear it. It's not that. But the problem is that exact word. I feel good when I wear it. So when I'm not wearing it, what do I feel? And so there are days when I'm not wearing it, when I feel like today, it's not that I feel good. It's that I don't care. So there's a difference, but I'm kind of bummed at the fact that most of us women will make excuses like if somebody shows up at your door, like if I open the door and I had an unexpected friend come over and I was still in my robe, the first thing I would probably say is, "Oh my gosh, you totally caught me off guard. I'm so sorry. Like, forgive me. I don't have any makeup on." Or if you go somewhere to meet someone, you're like, "Sorry, I was working out. I don't have any makeup on." It's kind of a weird preface, like that makes a difference in a relationship, or that makes a difference in how people perceive you or whether they want to be with you. Like, why are we apologizing if we don't have makeup on? Why are we saying things like that? Where did that come from? It's messed up.
Well, it's been, like you said, back in the day, whether you're talking about Cleopatra or whatever, back in the day, when they started it was a thing. And then it got to a point where it was like, oh, you were kind of, like
If you
this
couldn't
person.
afford it or if you didn't have the servants, maybe.
Like if you did wear makeup, like let's look at kind of Victorian times. Okay. Victorian times. Here, when you come out of the Georgian time, like the 1700s, with the crazy makeup, they
it was a little
wore
crazy.
the white face, and the men and the women both wore it.
Right.
And then you hit kind of the Victorian times, and it's like, if you wore makeup, you were a fallen woman. You were a lady of the night. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
No, and I don't ever want to pick up what you put down, but that's not the point. No,
Pick up what I put down.
I know. No, I
No,
get it.
like when you were like you're a prostitute or whatever
But
if
I
you
feel like
were
that was
wearing
really
makeup.
short-lived. Like, it was a short-lived period because makeup has been, whether it's just a little bit of lipstick or some eyeliner or whether it's full on eyelashes and the whole deal. Like, I feel like we've morphed how we look at ourselves. Like, this is my face with nothing on it except I just got out of the shower. I
Yeah,
barely blow dried my hair. And I almost wanted to come on when we came on in the room. I almost wanted to say to you, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Just want you to know I got out of the shower and I haven't put on any makeup." And I
right.
thought, why would I preface that? Why does that make it such a difference to me or anybody? And I think, honestly, for all of you listeners out there, I mean, if you really think about it, we all say we feel comfortable without makeup. Everybody will say it like, "Oh, I'm fine if I don't wear makeup." And I get it, but I just wonder how many of us have kind of had to self-talk ourselves back into, "I'm okay not wearing makeup. I'm okay with looking like I'm naturally looking.
Okay,
I'm okay
well
with that. I feel good about that."
well, I think that comes from the the generations that came before us, Rima. I mean, think about your mom and my mom when they were young women, okay? Like, if you've watched the, um, Marvelous Miss Maisel and
Love that show.
how have you watched it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's so good, and, it's been out for a few years now, but, um, how especially, like, during the '60s and stuff, I mean, I remember my mom telling me that when she married my dad, she literally did wake up before him, like, on their honeymoon and, like, fix her face and make sure that she looked
'Cause she
good
was afraid that
before
if
and
he
before
saw how she
you
looked
know?
without makeup, he would not
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. And I
Right.
mean, of course, their relationship grew and everything, but, it's so funny that you would say this because then my aunt and I were talking about I don't even know how we got on the subject, but we were talking about how her mom had told her when she got married this literally was just a couple of days ago. When she got married, "Make sure you always look good when your husband comes home."
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah, that's a very, like, 50s kinda
I
thing.
mean, I think we've maybe touched on some of these things a little bit, but not specifically on what we're talking about now, but about how society has viewed women
Right.
and how not only, we talk about it being misogynistic and everything, but when you look at actually how women and mostly they were like brainwashed by men and advertising and all of that, how women have been brainwashed too.
Yeah.
That this is what you do. You look good for you do not go to the grocery store. I mean, my mom would never go to the grocery store
No. Oh,
without
mine
having
either.
makeup on, or she would wear sunglasses if she went to the
Yeah.
grocery store
Well, I
and
think we
didn't
talked
have
about
and
this
her
up
face wasn't
until,
perfect,
I
she
mean,
would be wearing sunglasses inside.
yeah.
But it's been ingrained in us that this is like how we're supposed to, and I'll tell you what, being in a new town, new to us town,
Right.
it has been easier for me
Yeah.
to run to the grocery store without makeup on. Now, when I don't have makeup on, so I'm one of those people that I don't feel if I'm just at home, whatever, but I don't feel comfortable out in the wild with no makeup on because my eyebrows and my eyelashes are so blonde that they're transparent.
Okay.
And I have heard from people literally my whole life how I look like a rat with no makeup on.
Stop it.
I oh, yes. No, I've been told these things.
Whoa.
So these are the and I'm talking like middle school, junior high school, people close to me that have said things like that, that I have rat eyes when I have no makeup on. And, and
Whoa.
so when you hear those things from people, I don't feel comfortable not
No.
having makeup on? Or like, oh, how many times did we hear, "You look like something the cat drug in."
Okay,
Did
well,
you
I've
ever
never
get to
heard that. No.
nobody's ever
No.
said that to you? People have said that to
No.
me.
No. No, I
That's
mean,
been
my
said to
mom
me.
would say things to me like, you're going out looking like that? Question mark.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, like, what do you mean like that? And she'd say, "Well, put on some lipstick or, and that kind of thing."
Yes.
So it's interesting because, you were talking about your mom and your aunt and just the makeup thing. So my mom told me when I was very young, the one thing I want to tell you is you always put on your makeup before you have your cup of coffee in the morning because you never know who's going to ring the doorbell.
And this
And
is
this is why.
why you
And
want to
so,
apologize to people.
yeah. And
This is
so it's
why.
so interesting that, like, I even feel a need to apologize because I am so like, I actually take a lot of pride in the fact that I'll put up my Instagram videos in my robe and bedhead and no makeup on. And
Yeah.
sometimes there's like, you know, flour because I've been baking all over my robe. And I look down at the camera and I'm like, oh, how long has that been there for? I don't know. Like, I think it's funny and but I really don't care.
Right.
I really feel like I'm trying to create a space where people will feel more comfortable being themselves as well
Yes.
because I noticed, like, I asked my mom. So, she was with us for many, many years, 10 years lived with us. And when she was still 93 and she passed at 93, 3 weeks shy of her birthday. So up until about 4 weeks before she passed, she was still waking up habitually, even though she was bedridden, putting on her full face of makeup and her red lipstick.
Yeah.
And she had a little mirror and she'd look. And I would say to her, "Mom, like, why it's taking so much time and so much energy and
Yeah.
you're not going anywhere and it's just us. Why don't you just you're beautiful. Why don't you just not worry about the makeup?"
Yeah.
And she said, it because when I look at myself without makeup, I don't feel good." And I thought, "Whoa, that's huge." But that's what's happened. It's like this whole masquerade that has happened all of her life. When she strips it all off and looks at herself, she doesn't like the product anymore.
And that is my mom too. That is my mom
Ah,
too. And you think these women, I've seen on social media, things will laugh about it, make
yeah,
make jokes about these videos that came out in the 1950s about
right.
what you should look like, what a young woman should look like
Yeah,
when she goes to school, and the light fresh face makeup, and in high
yeah,
school, and oh, Sally over here didn't do that and no one's taking her to the dance, and it's like, or
yeah.
or
Wow. Yeah,
whatever,
it's
where
brutal.
she wears a leather jacket and looks like
Yeah.
she smokes marijuana, and
Yeah.
like all these things, and her lips are too
Right.
red, and how dare
Yeah.
she, and
Yeah.
and it's like, this is the programming that women, it also, because we so blame the misogyny, and I 100% believe in the the misogyny that has come before this generation for sure,
Mm,
because they were the advertising execs and things like
right.
that did all that advertising, but there what what really hurts my heart is women hurting women,
Yes. Oh gosh,
and
yes.
women making other women feel bad for how they look. That to
Yeah.
me is like so not okay. And so you've got these generations of women that were raised by other
Yeah.
women that made them feel bad for not looking a certain way, for not waking up in the morning before their husbands, and because when my grandma said that to my aunt, first of all, my aunt was like, heck no, that's probably not going to happen. I'm not going to
Right.
look good for him every time he comes home. So kudos to her for standing up against the
Right.
matriarchy, if I pronounced that right.
Think so.
But it was kind of inferred that, like, if you didn't look a certain way for your husband when he came home, he'd probably have an affair,
Yeah, he'd go somewhere
and
else.
it's your fault because you didn't
Yeah.
your dress wasn't pressed, your makeup wasn't on, your hair wasn't curled, his dinner wasn't ready, so if he goes out and has an affair, well, honey, there's no one to blame but yourself.
Well, if thinking about it, like, and this goes back to me as well, because I'm thinking out loud now, and I've not done this, but like, how many times have okay, so how many times have you dressed up and you've gone somewhere and a girlfriend will say, "Wow, you look great," or "Oh, I love your eyeshadow," or "Oh, your makeup looks great," or "Wow, you look so pretty tonight." That's great.
Like, every
You
time, you know?
you
Yeah, whenever you go out with your yeah.
But how many times has somebody said that to you when you have no makeup on? How many times have you sat with somebody and have they said, "Wow, you look great"?
No, I think I mostly get, "Hey, are you okay?"
Oh, wow. Are you feeling
Like,
well today?
"Rachel,
You look a
what's
bit
going on?
pale.
What's going on in your life right now?
You're looking a little
Are you
green and
okay?
pale, ashy."
You
No,
you
but I
got a
mean,
little you got a little rat eyes going on.
yeah,
Is everything okay?"
but I think that's super important. I think, and I don't do it. And and I wonder what a change that would make if people started just looking at people for what they really look like and say, "Wow, you look great." And have somebody go, "Oh my gosh, I have no makeup on." And no, I know, but you look great. Like your face looks really pretty today. Like, why is it okay to say, "Oh, you look great today"? It's wonderful if we've all dressed up, then we do want the kudos. We do
Yeah.
want the accolades. Like, if I'm gonna put
Yeah,
on all
no,
that
it's not
makeup
that
and
it's not
spend money
okay
on
to
it,
tell
I want
someone that they
somebody
look
to say,
right,
"That looks good on you," or
right,
if they don't like it, I'm not buying it again.
right.
But the compliments don't come as frequently, if at all, when we have no makeup on. Maybe I've done my hair, I've
Yeah.
blow dried it, but if I look like this and I go out, I don't know whether anybody would go, "Wow, Reem, you look great," because
"Hey,
I don't
Rima,
know if they know what to. Are you gonna say it
Rima,
now? Do it.
you look great."
Thank you. I feel
You do
good.
actually, your skin I'm looking at you in the light. Your
Oh,
skin is glowing right now.
thank you. I
It is.
just,
You
like I
don't have
said,
any lipstick on?
I have a tint is the only
Okay.
thing I put on. I put
'Cause I
on
was like,
some.
"Look at how naturally rosy your
Those
lips
aren't, no, it's
are."
a tint. It's
Well,
Wonder Skin, the
it
tint.
looks lovely. It looks
Thank
lovely.
you, but that's the only thing I have on, and my eyebrows fade away as well too, like, not like yours, but I mean, I plucked my eyebrows my whole life, and then by the time I hit 21, they didn't grow back. So I'm
Oh,
stuck with
geez.
whatever's here. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pencil it in sometimes, but I understand that it makes people feel better. I get that. So those of you out there that
But
are
why
listening,
can't we feel I think the
but
question
I
that
want
you're
us to feel
raising
good
is I think the
in
question
the
that
skin
you're
we're
raising
in.
is why can't we just feel good about who we are without having all the flourishes and the everything? Like, why
I don't care. If you
regardless.
feel good wearing makeup, super. Wear it every day. But if you don't wear it one day, still feel good. Like,
But
don't make an
that's what I'm
excuse.
saying, like,
Okay.
that's the question.
Yeah.
If we don't, why don't we? Like, why can't
Right.
we? And
Right.
how can we
And why do
as
we
this
apologize?
generation of women, kind of post 40s, encourage each other to kind of let go of those things? And man, this is like we literally could have a podcast just about women over 40 letting go of the things that they have been told in their
Yeah.
past,
And that's
you
going to
know?
happen with every generation. Now that I'm thinking about it, like my little granddaughter has started to experiment. I mean, she's 7, but she'll put on lipstick
Sure.
sometimes, and she gets so excited when she puts it on. And I will tell her, "Oh, you're wearing lipstick. That's a pretty color." But I'm trying to be super careful at not saying, "You look so pretty
Right.
with the lipstick on." Like,
No,
I'm
and
trying to say, "That's a pretty color. I like that color for you." but I am trying to, when I see her just as she is, say, "You have such a beautiful face. Like
Yeah.
there's the mission for me is to encourage her to be so confident in the fact that she's beautiful without any makeup on. And if she wants to put a little bit on because she's going somewhere special and it makes her feel great, great.
Yeah.
But when it's not on, she's just as beautiful. Like there's no
Well,
difference.
I think here too, as like what we can do as now, kind of as we are kind of the matriarchs now.
I
Let me
hate that
ask you
word. I
this,
just
Rima.
want to tell you that. So
You don't know what that word means?
I do. No, I did.
What did you say?
Oh my gosh.
I
Wow.
didn't hear what you
No,
said.
I said I don't like that word.
You don't
I
like
didn't
matriarch?
say, no, I
Okay,
don't
what
like
can I
yeah, the
why
sound of it.
why does matriarch have negative connotations for you? That's like the
It
matriarch is like the
because
female head of the family.
yeah,
That's
but
what that means.
I always think of the female head of the family as being like 85 and
Well
older,
well,
and
guess what?
I'm just saying I just don't like okay,
Okay, so
I
what
want
can
you
we
to
use
finish
instead?
your
What can I use
topic.
instead? Give me a
What would you I'd rather you say that
Yes.
we are the leaders of
Okay,
our
okay.
okay, but I just
Okay, let's
matriarch is
I'm rewinding.
thank you. Perfect.
So, Rima, as
Yes.
the female leaders
Thank you.
in our family at this time, let me ask, we both have daughters.
Yeah.
Did you say the things to your daughter
No.
that your mother
And
said to you? Okay,
no.
good.
Never.
Because neither did I. Neither did I. I didn't say, "You're going to school like that,"
No.
or, "Now when you get married, make sure that you look good for him
Never.
when he comes home because he
Never.
might have an affair." Like, never. So I
Never.
think, and maybe there are some women out there listening that did kind of say that maybe did say some of those things that I think there's still an opportunity to break those chains, to
Yeah.
break that perpetuation of female stereotypes of kind of always having to look your best.
But it's almost like we do the opposite sometimes of our like because my mom wore makeup so much, I was determined to prove to myself that I didn't need to wear makeup. And so
Okay.
but the funny thing is that you would then think that my daughter would then do the opposite and want to wear more makeup. And she pretty much, I mean, she looks beautiful in her regular face.
Yeah.
But if she puts on makeup, it's funny because I normally don't comment much if she's wearing makeup. Sometimes I'll say, "Oh, your eyelashes look really pretty." Um, but most of the time I'll say, "Oh, your eyes look pretty." And maybe the
Mm.
makeup accentuated it, but
Yeah.
it's the eyes that I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
I will tell her I mostly compliment her on her clothes. She's got really good taste in
Yeah.
clothes. And that has nothing to do with anything physical about her. It's that she just has good taste in clothes.
Yeah.
So I'll say, "Cute outfit."
I worked
So I
real yeah. I worked really hard to make sure that my daughter didn't hear the things that I
yeah,
heard.
yeah.
I mean, I remember my grandmother and she was a firecracker, man. She weighed probably 92 pounds and,
Oh, wow.
like Texas stock and she was salty. Her name was Willie Mae.
Oh, I love it.
She was a salty lady,
Okay,
and I had just given birth. This was at Christmas. Megan was born on December 18th.
okay.
So it's Christmas. A week later, my grandma is at my parents' house, and she's like, "Wow,
I'm scared.
your butt's gotten really big."
Stop.
And I'm like, "Grandma, I
I just had a
literally
baby.
just had a baby." But this is so like I now as an adult am able to go, okay, I know why I heard some of the things
Mm,
that I heard growing up. I know why I heard some of them. And because those things were ugh,
wow.
perpetuated through
Mhm.
generations.
Yeah,
And it came out of a place of insecurity
yeah.
within the women. that I was hearing it from. It maybe was things that were being projected onto me. Um, and so I made sure that my daughter would
Mhm.
not hear those things from my mouth,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And I feel like at least, as parents, we could always go back. The best and the worst of us can always
Oh,
look
yeah.
back and be like, "Ugh, why didn't I do things this way or that way?" But I do
Always,
good.
always. There's always you're gonna look back and there's a
And
better way.
I never let my sons tease her about things, even if it was just fun teasing about things that weren't real, like those things they were not allowed to tease her about her appearance, the way she looked.
Mhm.
But I do hear myself, my granddaughter is not quite a year and a half. She will probably be a year and a half by the time this podcast airs. But I do. When we FaceTime almost every single day. And I'm like, oh, you look so pretty in that outfit and stuff. And I'm thinking now, as we're having this conversation, I'm actually feeling a little convicted.
Mm.
Like, there's maybe something else. I will say, I love your dress, or, compliment her on that.
Like a
But
better way to say it, how to
maybe there's
restructure
a better way to say
a
it
more
so that
thoughtful way
she's
to
not
say it,
trying to get my approval or any adult's approval based
or feeling
on,
like if she doesn't wear something right or if she's not complimented, then she's not
yeah,
accepted. Like,
I don't
we don't wanna raise women that feel
know.
the need to be complimented, and there's a whole social media world out there of people that are s starving for attention, and they come onto social media for whatever, and it's all about, the likes and the this and the that, and we already know psychologically what that does. It's not good, and so we don't wanna do anything to our youngers to make them feel as though they're not adequate unless they have attention,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
don't want that.
And it's so hard to know the right verbiage because, of course, I mean, she's my granddaughter and I think she's the most beautiful baby in the entire world.
Yes.
And it's not wrong because I've seen ugly babies
So
and she's not.
oh my gosh. We're
She's
really
not.
going here.
I mean,
We're
let's
really
just
going here.
she's
Like,
not. She's not an ugly
Rachel
baby.
has seen ugly babies, and
We've all
no,
seen
don't
them
worry.
where we're like,
Don't worry, don't
"Oh,"
worry.
we're
None of
like,
you out there, it's
"Oh."
none of the
No,
babies
no,
that
of
you
course, none of
have.
our listeners have ugly babies, but,
None of them.
the baby that you see and you're like, "Oh, congratulations."
Mhm. That's all you say.
Crickets, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't go like, "No, she's a cute baby," and so, of course, I wanna be like, "Oh," like, I sing, she comes on and I sing that viral song, "Pretty little baby," I sing that
Oh,
to
I
her,
don't
but
know
then I'll
that
make
song,
up,
but
like,
okay.
"Your Grammy loves you,"
Oh,
I'll sing,
wow.
like, my own little words to it
I
and
sing
fun
"Shadow on My
things,
Face,
or "You
Shadow on My
make me
Face."
crazy," or whatever it is, whatever's going on in the thing, but I don't know, I feel like this podcast conversation is a little convicting because I want
Mm,
to do better, and I'm sure our listeners wanna do better,
yeah.
and whether, like, you are saying something to a place, I think that's an interesting thing, like, that I brought up. When we say something to someone that is
Mhm.
coming out of a place of our own insecurity and we're actually projecting
Ooh,
on
that's
them.
heavy. Yeah, yeah. Yep. That is heavy,
Like,
and
if
it's
you do
truth.
find yourself, like, thinking, "Oh, why don't they have any makeup on?" I we maybe need to check ourselves.
Yeah,
Why are you thinking that? Is it because of a lie that you've been fed your whole life? Or
right.
is it because you feel insecure? Like,
Yeah.
why are
What
we
drives you
doing
to
that
to
to
do
each
that?
other?
Exactly. And even if you don't say it out loud, obviously, because you don't, it's the internal thought process that's so toxic for us as individuals, as women, against each other. It's not okay to be judging each other, um, And the change has to start somewhere. So
And
I'm starting it today. Look at this, baby. No
I'm
makeup. And
starting with the woman
well,
in the video. Um,
that's right.
I
That's
I think too, now we're gonna have to pay a copyright fee because I just sang Michael Jackson. Darn
that's
it.
it. Dang it.
Um,
I'm going to start selling makeup online. No,
I'll renew
sorry.
my
Be a
Mary
social
Kay.
influencer.
You know, I used to sell Mary Kay when I was like
Yeah.
21 years old. Um, and I think Rima, I think it can go the opposite way too, which I'll explain. Where when we see someone that has too much makeup, maybe too much Botox, maybe too much fillers, maybe whatever, and we think, oh, that looks terrible.
Right.
I've I just it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't,
Yes.
And I
Yep.
think the words that we say to each other, and we've talked about speaking to one another in kindness and stuff before,
Mhm.
but the things, and I don't know, I think I actually might like to revisit this topic, and I would like some feedback from our listeners.
Yeah.
Um, so
Absolutely.
So if you
I
hop on
didn't think this is
Instagram,
what we were going to talk
we've
about
always
today,
got
y'all.
clips up, and if you hop on Instagram and put some comment on this, because I would really like to maybe have a conversation about the way women treat other women
Yeah.
and how it is so important, especially in a society that is becoming more isolated, that we lift each other up and not tear each other down.
I
Whether it's
agree.
someone shows up at your house with no makeup on, or they show up at your house with too much makeup on. I think I'd like to have a conversation about
Yeah.
that. So maybe,
Absolutely.
depending on what happens, I know we kind of try to stay unscripted, but I think that's I think that's a
Well,
really
let's
valid topic.
listen to the comments and see what people say.
Yeah.
And I had no idea this was going to go this way. I literally was just coming on because I was literally going to start out by saying, "Hey, sorry, but it's been a busy day. I didn't have time to put on makeup, so
Yeah.
this is what you get." And that's
Yeah.
literally how I was going to start it. And this voice inside my head said, "Why am I doing that?" And that's why
Yep.
I brought it up. But hey,
Yeah.
great topic, and I loved talking to you about it, and good insights. And
Yeah. And we're gonna have more. We're gonna have
yeah,
more. So stay
yeah.
tuned.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
it was great seeing your face today.
I don't have foundation on.
I didn't stop telling me that. I just said it's good to see your face.
This is my natural skin. I maybe have a little blush on my cheeks, some lips,
Okay.
a little
That's
bit of
good. You look
eyes so that
beautiful.
I don't have
You
rat
look
eyes.
great. You look great.
Yes,
I
I
love
love
being in the
you,
room with you,
in
my
all of your
friend.
naturalness.
And I will always be kind to you, and I will always try to say kind things. And more than that, I think I have to start thinking about not thinking unkind things when nobody else can
Right?
hear.
Oh,
So
man.
that's our next
My
thing.
inner judge. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Mine's got a huge
That
gavel
girl's got a
sometimes. It's not
voice.
good. Yeah.
That girl has got a voice.
Treat each other with kindness out there. Love each other.
Rima, I was just thinking really quick though before we sign off about, oh no, about
What?
just conversations we've had walking through Disneyland and
Oh,
inner.
yeah. No, let's not go there.
Ah!
Oh, gosh.
Boy, talk
Okay.
about people watching and
Phew.
inner judgy voices.
Not good.
Not good. We're making a change.
Yes.
Starts now.
Starts now. Love you,
All right,
friend.
friend. I love you. I'll see you
All
next
right.
time.
See you in the room. Bye.
Bye.